welcome back to my channel. This is the Mr. Channel, and on this episode, we are going to react dun sa spotlight na binigay kay Secretary Vince Dizon dun sa BICAM session. I believe last December 14. So it's the conference committee hearing on the disagreeing votes on House Bill number 4058, or the proposed 2026 national budget. This caught my attention lang because of I think what Secretary Dizon did or um, announced during that session, because I believe yung spotlight sa kanya was not supposed to happen because it's a BICAM meeting nga na yung mga resource person were not supposed to be given a time unless may as far as I understood you in-explain during that portion or bago patawag si Secretary Vince, um, hindi dapat merong mga resource people doon. And by the way, yung BICAM, live stream ng BICAM session nila is parang first time nilang ginawa this year. So I believe may mga first time ginawa, such is yung pagtawag nga kay Secretary Vince as a resource person. He was asked to explain something about the budget ng DPWH. So, yon. Let's go right to it na, no? Para wala nang eme. But before that pala, I would just like to flex yung foundation na gamit ko. So, I'm using the Enigma Skin Introduction Liquid Foundation. This brand is by one of my favorite content creators, beauty content creators dito sa YouTube, which is si Miss Raisa Contawi. So she launched this 7 months ago, and I was able to finally get my own bottle just this week. So yan yung gamit-gamit ko, as you can see here. Can I just flex? What's great about this foundation is meron siyang self-setting feature, which actually is parang after mag-set ng foundation, you won't need to put press powder or setting powder anymore. So, ayan yung itsura niya. And it's long wearing. So, by long wearing, that would mean more than 12 hours hindi siya gagalaw sa face mo or hindi siya matatanggal. So, I actually have the foundation on my face right now. And it's been more than 12 hours, believe me when I say that the foundation was on my face or is on my face right now for more than 12 hours already. Kasi actually, coming off from my shift this morning, before my shift pala, nakalimutan kong naka-makeup pala ako. So, ganun siya on the face. You won't feel that you're wearing any makeup on. You won't feel na may foundation ka sa face mo. Kaya yon, nakalimutan ko maghilaw. So, medyo kadiri. But, ganun siya. It's also a wear test na rin for the foundation. So, again, it's Enigma. Tama ba? Nababasa niyo? Enigma Skin Introduction Liquid Foundation by Miss Raisa Contawi. So, yun lang. Konting commercial. So, now, let's go to the video. So, I believe, wait lang let me check lang. This is the time na nag-agree both yung lower house or the House of Representatives and yung Senate na papasukin si Sec Vince to answer some questions. Yon. Hi, Chibi. Weird naman nung top niya. What do you mean top? Sorry. Okay, let's go na to it. Because I just really want to understand um, yung sinabi niya and anong nangyayari dun sa pag-review and pag-approve nung DPWH budget for 2026 kasi nga 'di ba nagka-problema tayo ng 2025 na budget. And I don't know if even yung 2024 kasi hindi tayo masyadong tutok sa issues. But since this BICAM is happening for the first time, it's good na people like us, like me, yung mga mamamayan, take the time to at least watch kung anong nangyayari doon and ask questions. So, without further ado, weird anong foundation? Chidi, meron ka ba? Oo nga it's unique. I think, kasi for siya, yung grip, kasi medyo mahirap siyang buksan. Or may, naka-close kasi talaga siya. So I think the cap is really designed that way. I don't know then why, but parang tawag dito, conversation starter. yung, yung takip niya. But anyway, sige, go, Sec Vince.
So, Secretary Dizon, you're recognized, and please limit the discussions to the adjustment factors as well as the CMPD. Yan po yung issue on hand. And also, this is in response to your statement. Once again, the Department of Public Works and Highways has requested the Senate to restore the deducted amounts from the projects of 2026 DPWH proposed budget as a result of the reductions in the construction materials price data. So this is in response to your motion for reconsideration.
Okay, wait. Let's go back. So, the reason why siya pinatawag, no? Kasi doon din ako medyo parang, nagtanggal sila tapos papabalik
Nice.
din.
And please limit the discussions to the adjustment factors as well as the CMPD. Yan po yung issue on hand. And also, this is in response to your statement. Once again, the Department of Public Works and Highways has requested the Senate to restore the deducted amounts from the projects of 2026 DPWH proposed budget as a result of the reductions in the construction materials price data. So this is in response to your motion for reconsideration.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, naintindihan ko ba ng tama? So, pinatawag siya para sagutin yung question nila dun sa request niya ni Sec Vince na ibalik yung amount na na-deduct doon sa 2026 proposed DPWH budget. Ang gulo. Yung na-deduct doon sa DPWH 2026 proposed budget, ibabalik ngayon dito sa meeting na to. That was the request. Tama ba? Kaya siya pinatawag. Okay? So let's listen to the answer of Sec Vince because the first time I heard this, talagang medyo parang sketchy for me. And ako pa naman, ignorante sa dealings ng government, di ba? Dahil mamamayan lang naman tayo, di ba? And hindi natin alam or naiintindihan what really happens here sa gantong mga BICAM meeting.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. To the Chairman of the Senate Conference for the BICAM, Senator Win, to the Honorable Senators present, to Chairperson Mika Swansing, the head of the House Bicameral Conference, and the members of the House of Representatives, good afternoon. I will be very brief, just a few slides po to present. But before that, I think it's very important po for me to make it very, very clear why we are all here discussing this very, very important and quite frankly unprecedented reform measure that the President initiated.
To me, that sounded like sugarcoating something. When I heard that. Parang disclaimer na may sugarcoating.
This year, which is the reduction of the construction materials price data, which has never been done at this level and in this breadth. Ang Pangulo po mismo ang nag-instruct sa akin na ibaba ang presyo ng simento, ng bakal, ng asfalto, ng graba, ng buhangin, at iba pang mga materyales na ginagamit sa pagpapagawa ng ating mga kalye, mga tulay, mga classroom, at iba pa.
Okay. The overemphasis on what the president asked him to do and what that is to reduce the price of yung mga items, di ba? May credibility pa naman si Sec Vince, so hindi siya masyadong sus for me. Well, for me, Chibi, medyo napataas yung kilay ko dito. Because he did something here that I don't know if na-notice nung iba. Okay? So, okay, the overemphasis doon sa inutos sa kanya ng presidente. And kung ano yung inutos, ang inutos is babaan yung presyo ng mga materyales. Okay? Certain materials. Okay? So, continue.
Hindi pa po ito ginagawa in the past. No, dati po, nagbababa lang ng budget by 10%, pero yung level of detail po na ginawa ng administrasyon ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ay ngayon pa lang po nagawa ito.
Stress. Let's stress that out. The level of detail ng reduction, ha? Level of detail. So, I have a certain expectation when he mentioned that meron silang ginawa on that scale ng pagdating sa detail ng pagbabawas. Okay? Wait lang. Before that, teka, sorry. Commercial lang muna ha. Wait lang. Magko-commercial lang ako for 30 seconds. Okay, wait. Meron lang akong kailangang gawin. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Balik na tayo kay Sec Dizan. Okay, continue po.
Importante po ito dahil nung kanyang SONA, ang Pangulo po mismo ang bumulgar sa isa sa mga pinakamalaki o siguro pinakamalaking corruption scandal sa history ng bansa.
There is a sugarcoating for me. Okay?
At sabi niya, enough is enough. Kailangan reformahin na natin ang DPWH. And this is a testament to the President's vision of making the DPWH more transparent and removing all forms of corruption, beginning with the overpriced materials. So, tama po ang Senado at ang Kongreso. Sinabi ko po paulit-ulit na dahil sa utos ng Pangulo, binaba po namin ang presyo ng iba't ibang materyales sa pagpapagawa ng ating mga iba't ibang proyekto sa DPWH.
Again, Second time na mention na nagbaba ng price ng mga materyales.
Tama din po na nung pong public hearing, ito mismo ay inanunsyo ko at inimplement na po namin with a special issuance that was issued 2 months ago. At ito ay sa kasulukuyang ini-implement na nga po din po namin, hindi lang para sa mga proyekto for the 2026 budget, kundi pati sa mga proyekto ngayong 2025 na hindi pa napoprocure.
Okay, take note of that. Okay, noted na yung reduction ng prices, decrease ng prices, in-implement nyo na. Okay? So meaning, may real-time application of what they are trying to do. Okay?
Ito nga po ang naging suggestion mismo ni Senator Lauren Legarda ng public hearing at tama po siya doon. At yun po ay ginagawa na rin po namin.
And they were able to also implement yung reduction ng prices sa mga nandun sa proposed budget or projects dun sa proposed budget ng 2026. Okay ha? Yan, malinaw, minention niya.
Ngayon po, ipapaliwanag ko lang po sa Senado at sa Kongreso kung ano ang proseso para gawin ito ng tama.
Talking about the process now. Okay? Dito ako na-confuse kahapon or nung first time ko tong narinig. Yeah, kahapon when I was watching this or listening to this kasi background noise while I was doing my chores.
Yun.
Sabi niya, proseso para nang gawing tama, kung paano gawing tama. Correct?
Liwanag ko lang po sa Senado at sa Kongreso kung ano ang proseso para gawin ito ng tama. Yun lang naman po. No? At bago po ako magsimula, gusto ko lang po sigurong i-correct yung mga iba't ibang mga balita na naririnig natin. Unang-una, hindi po totoo na ibinabalik na po ng DPWH yung dating presyo.
Wait lang. So, yung proseso kung paano ito gawin ng tama, ano ba yung gagawin? Yung tamang proseso ng pagbaba ng price? Or tamang proseso ng pag-implement ng project since nagbaba ng price? Doon ako medyo huh? What is he talking about? Medyo parang naligaw from that point. Moving on. Naligaw ako doon.
Hindi po totoo yun.
Okay, wait.
Gusto ko lang po sigurong i-correct yung mga iba't ibang mga balita na naririnig natin. Unang-una, hindi po totoo na ibinabalik na po ng DPWH yung dating presyo. Hindi po totoo yun.
Okay.
Nakita ko po yun sa social media kahapon pagkatapos namin ilabas ang statement. Narinig ko din po ngayon. Hindi po totoo yun. Ang presyo po na ibinaba na natin ay hindi ibabalik sa lumang mas mataas na presyo.
Crystal, okay? So, hindi binalik. So, nag-reduce kayo ng price ng ibang materials, di ba? Noted. Implemented ng 2025 projects and implemented din sa proposed budget or sa proposed budget ng mga proposed projects. Clear. Alright?
At sa tingin ko po, dahil sa reforma ng Pangulo, hindi na ito imababalik in the future. Dahil sino pa pong presidente o DPWH secretary ang pwedeng magbalik nito na ngayon na naibaba na natin sa tamang presyo. Yun po ang unang-una.
Okay.
Ikalawa po, wala pong ibang project na ipinapabalik ang DPWH.
Okay, walang ibang project na pinababalik and hindi rin babalik sa lumang presyo na yung lumang presyo is overpriced. Okay, nahahatching ako. Go.
Wala po. Whether flood control project or kahit anong project, wala po tayong laman, wala pong laman yung ating kasulatan kay Senator Win Gatchalian at sa House contingent na nagsasabi na pinapabalik po natin ang iba't ibang mga proyekto. Wala po tayong pinapabalik na kahit anong bagong proyektong tinanggal na. Whether yan ay flood control, tulay, kalye, multipurpose building. Wala po tayong pinapabalik.
Okay, again, walang pinababalik. Yung tinanggal na project, hindi niya yung pinababalik. Kasi tanggal na nga eh. Clarify niya ha.
Ang hinihingi lang po natin is yung pong binawas na
Amount.
45 billion approximately. Next slide, please. Sorry. I'm sorry. Nga pa ba yung slide? Ibalik po ulit para po ma-implement po ito ng tama. Kasi while it is true that the President
Wait, that's where my question is. What do you mean? Ano yung ito na i-implement nyo ng tama? Yung projects na nandun sa proposed budget nyo. But aren't those supposed to be like planned already to work and be implemented correctly? So, dito na nag-start yung mga questions ko.
Next slide, please. Sorry.
Again,
Nga
let's
pa ba yung slide?
listen.
Ibalik po ulit para po ma-implement po ito ng tama. Kasi while it is true that the President told me and instructed me to bring down the prices of materials in order to eliminate overpricing, he also is very conscious of our desperate need to ramp up our infrastructure spending and our infrastructure implementation. We all know that in the past quarter, the economy only grew by 4%. And this is largely because of the cut in public expenditure, especially in infrastructure. And the President does not want that to happen.
Wait, hold on. So, yung current year, kaya hindi nag-increase is because of the cut that happened. So, ngayon, God, I'm trying to understand this. Forgive my ignorance. Wait, ulitin natin. Baka ulitin natin.
Para po ma-implement
Ulit.
na 45 billion approximately. Next slide, please.
Wait,
To a
ulit.
legend na nagsasabi na pinapabalik po natin ang iba't ibang mga proyekto. Wala po tayong pinapabalik na kahit anong bagong proyektong tinanggal na. Whether yan ay flood control, tulay, kalye, multipurpose building. Wala po tayong pinapabalik. Ang hinihingi lang po natin is yung pong binawas na 45 billion approximately. Next slide, please. Sorry. I'm sorry. Nga pa ba yung slide? Ibalik po ulit para po ma-implement po ito ng tama. Kasi while it is true that the President told me and instructed me to bring down the prices of materials in order to eliminate overpricing, he also is very conscious of our desperate need to ramp up our infrastructure spending and our infrastructure implementation. We all know that in the past quarter, the economy only grew by 4%. And this is largely because of the cut in public expenditure, especially in infrastructure.
Wait, hold on. Yung cut sa public infrastructure, wasn't that due to the fact na may mga nawalang funds? Kaya yung growth nyo hindi nag-grow talaga? Because you're left with what was left nung nawala yung malaking pondo na nanakaw. So, kasalanan ba nung plano nyo yun, ng budget nyo yun? Silent Scream. Tama ba? Silent Scream. Good afternoon. nagugulan ako sa explanation. Ako din eh. Kaya nga dito yung parang, what? Di ba inutusan kang magbawas? Tapos yung binawas mo, gustong pabalik. So, para kay pa nagbawas kayo. Tapos you're coming up with all this shitty explanation. Forgive my Tagalog or my English. My garbage English. Meron ka nitong shitty explanation mo na because aware ang president na hindi nag-increase yung eme expenditure kasi yung growth is naging ganyan-ganyan niya. Wasn't that the result of the corruption that happened nga? Diba? Sec Beans! Diba? So why not actually spend yung kung ano yung pinlano nyo, that alone, and let's see what happens. Try to ensure na hindi magkakaroon ng corruption. And let's see kung talagang hindi magbo-boom yung infrastructure eme natin. Nakakaloka kayo eh. Explain ka pa ng ganyan eh. At sasabihin mo, ang wordings mo pa is, ang hinihiling lang is ibalik yung 45 billion. That's 45 billion na result nung pagbabawas nyo ng overprice ng mga materyales. So, where are you trying to go here? Sobrang dito na sobrang sketchy for me. Na parang, teka lang. This coming from Sec Vince, 'di ba? So, binawas na yung flood control project doon sa sinubmit na budget ng DPWH. Then after nga Congress deliberation ay binawasan pa yung already bawas na budget nila. Binawasan pa. So yung binawas na yun yung hinihiling nilang ibalik. For it to be implemented correctly. So I think yung binawas ng Congress yung gusto niyang ipabalik. Okay. Yun yung nire-request. So, bakit hindi yun kinontest nung nasa Congress pa lang? Because wala nang way for them to parang defend. Bakit umabot sa ganun yung budgeting nila for 2026 before pa mag-PICAM? So, pero kasi yung 45B due to CMP, let's continue the explanation. Basta dito ako nagguluhan. Wait. Let's look at the chart nga. Okay. Wait. Kasi math to no? Wag tayo. Yes, I think Secvin should defend his budget sa both houses. Pero hindi ko alam if after ng defense ay malalaman agad niya kung approve or babawasan. So, dapat, nung, I don't know, hindi natin alam kung ano yung documents nila na dapat nakalagay doon na yung plea niya, like what he's requesting right now, is nandun na sa, naka-attach na doon sa submission, sinubmit nila na budget. Para both houses won't even consider decreasing pa yung ano nila, yung proposed budget nila.
And the president does not want that to happen. Our fear is, and I will show later some examples, that the cut made using our adjustment factors, as Sen Win correctly pointed out, across the board, across roughly 10,000 projects in the General Appropriations Bill, may result inevitably in projects that will end up being unimplementable because of the way that they were applied to the various projects. And I will show that in a few slides. So ito lang po ang aming hinihiling. Hindi ho namin, ulitin ko, hindi ho namin ibabalik ang presyo ulit at itataas. Ikagawa, wala po kaming project na ipapadagdag ulit. Wala pong ibabalik. Wala pong duplicate project na tinanggal na ibabalik. Wala pong flood control project na ibabalik. Klaro po yan. And if I just may go to...
Wait, hold on. Kasi, Chibi, yung 45B, natanggal na nila yun, di ba? Sa proposed budget nila. So, kung ano man yung binawas nung either houses, di yun yung dapat niyang i-request na ibalik. I think, yun yung dapat na ni-request niya, yung, pero then, question is, why would they even have yung cross-the-board na deduction if they know na that would affect inevitably for some projects na maging unimplementable? Is there such a word? Because dapat, they already did something knowing na possible mangyari yon prior sila nag-submit ng budget. Yun yung parang na-wonder din ako dito na how are they doing yung budgeting nila? Hi, Mang Tamyong. Good afternoon. May explanation ba ang houses kung bakit binawasan? Yun, I don't know. Hindi ako nakasubaybay sa mga hearings nila. So, I'm just simply relying on this and yung request niya, and then wondering why Sen Aimee and Sen Lauren even parang at first didn't want to entertain the idea na magsi-speech dito si Sec Dizon, as far as I know. Yun yung naabutan ko. So, yun yung question ko. I mean, knowing may mga ganun pala silang deductions na mangyayari, then, why would they propose a budget na matatamaan? Gets ba? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Pero, yun nga, parang, okay, nag-reduce kayo or nag-decrease kayo ng cost ng materials, and then meron pala kayong across the board na deductions na mangyayari. bakit hindi nyo in-address yun para ma-ensure that the projects that you have there sa proposed budget nyo would go smoothly? Yun yung question ko. Tapos the way I understood nga earlier, ang sabi niya, yung 45B from as a result of the deductions na ginawa nila. So, ibig sabihin, for me, yung 2026 budget nila is malinis na. So, yung amount na natanggal from those effort na mag-decrease ng cost ng materials is 45B. So, bakit yun yung papabalik mo? Di ipabalik mo kung ano yung from your 2026 NEP, kung ano yung binawas nung houses. Hindi na yung kung ano yung binawas nyo from removing yung mga projects na ni-remove nyo and then yung mga cost ng materyales. So, yon. Anyway, commercial muna ulit. Commercial muna ako ulit. Sorry, just need to do something. Okay, I'm back. Daming commercial. Okay, continue na.
Our statement and how DPWH, according to the engineers I have with me,
Wait. Balik.
way that they were applied to them in seeing our adjustment factors, as Senwin correctly pointed out, across the board, across roughly 10,000 projects in the General Appropriations Bill, may result inevitably in projects that will end up being unimplementable because of the way that they were applied to the various projects. And I will show that in a few slides. So ito lang po ang aming hinihiling. Hindi ho namin, ulitin ko, hindi ho namin ibabalik ang presyo ulit at itataas. Ikagawa, wala po kaming project na ipapadagdag ulit. Wala pong ibabalik. Wala pong duplicate project na tinanggal na ibabalik. Wala pong flood control project na ibabalik. Klaro po yan. And if I just may go to our statement and how DPWH, according to the engineers I have with me, there are, I think, 4 of them here. Many of them have been in DPWH for decades already. Ang proseso po is kapag binago ang cost ng materyales, kailangan pong gawin ng DPWH, iisa-isahin ang lahat ng proyekto.
Which is, tama naman. Pero wait, before you continue, Vince, basahin muna natin yung statement. So, the Department of Public Works and Highways has requested the Senate of the Philippines to restore the deducted amounts from the projects in the 2026 DPWH proposed budget as a result of the reduction? As a result of the reduction in the construction materials pricing data. Chibi, ito yung across the board na binawas nila. Yung bawas na across the board ay dahil overpriced yun in the first place. Okay? So, binawas nila yon. Ang binawas ni Sec Vince na sinabit niyang budget. 252 billion ang binawas ni Sec Vince sa sinabit niyang budget. Binawas? So, wait. I'll go back to the statement. Nasasway ako. Okay, the DPWH has asked that it be allowed. The DPWH has asked that it be allowed to implement the project cost changes using the updated CMPD special insurance in the exercise of its executive function in order to ensure its proper execution. The motion for reconsideration is made to ensure that the detailed process of applying the new CMPD will be followed to avoid inaccurate costing and potential project unimplementability which may lead to underspending and related legal and administrative issues. To ensure that the DPWH implementing offices, to make sure that the DPWH implementing offices, that is the regional and district engineering offices, will strictly comply with the updated CMDP, a department order has been issued which strictly mandates the following. Follow a workflow to adjust all pay items in the programs of work using the updated CMPD. Revise all approved budgets for the contracts. Require detailed documentation and quality assurance and mandatory compliance prior to procurement. The department assures the Senate and the House of Representatives that the updated CMPD will be strictly implemented at the regional and district engineering offices and that failure to comply with this order shall be subject to administrative sanctions under existing civil service and department rules, as well as filing of appropriate administrative and/or criminal charges under relevant laws. So my question is, the updated CMPD or the reduction of base material costs reflecting current market prices. The updated CMPD, was that discussed during the hearings on both houses? So, if they are to follow yung updated CMPD, why then magre-result to some projects being unimplemented? Yung mga projects na yon. Because they are already following an updated CMPD, which is na-reduce the cost. Which is reduced na. Tama ba? So, dapat in the first place, noong nasa budget hearing, hindi na niya dapat sinabi na alisin or bawasan na lang ang budget nila. Actually, yon. Dahil sa binawas ng Congress, hindi ba nila in-explain sa Congress? Hindi ba nila in-explain yun nga doon sa Congress yung effect nung in-update nilang CMPD across all the projects that they have within their department. So doon kasi ako parang, 'di ba, yung understanding mo is since in-update nila yon and doon yung may major reduction, then parang yung ibang factors shouldn't be affected. Computation of unit cost per pay item using updated CMPD, including hauling, handling, and storage costs. So again, the updated CMPD should be, sabi nila tama na, di ba? So kung tama na yon, with the right cost, then hindi dapat magkakaproblema with everything else. Yung cost ng hauling, handling, storage, hindi siya nabawasan. So, it's the same cost. Ang nabawasan is yung cost ng other materials. So, if that's the case, then, hindi ko kasi magets how magiging in unimplementable yung magiging project na what they did is to cost yung mga materials on the right cost of the materials. Right cost of the materials na nga eh, yung working, kumbaga yung working materials nila. So bakit magkakaroon ng problema na hindi mai-implement yung project when you're working on the right, kumbaga the right cost of your raw materials? Tapos, without changing project's physical targets and quantities incorporated in the POW, the updated unit cost for all affected pay items of work. A reduction shall be reflected in the approved budget for the contract. Okay, Sec Vince, continuous explanation. Pinuputol yung explanation kasi.
According to the engineers I have with me, there are, I think, 4 of them here. Many of them have been in DPWH for decades already. Ang proseso po is kapag binago ang cost ng materyales, kailangan pong gawin ng DPWH iisa-isahin ang lahat ng proyekto. Dahil ang bawat proyekto po,
May
iba-iba
material.
yan. Merong mas maraming simento ang gagamitin, merong mas maraming bakal ang gagamitin, may mas maraming graba ang gagamitin. Depende po yan dun sa program of work. At bawat proyekto po ay iba-iba ang program of work.
Which again is, yung program of work mo, naka-cost siya, cost estimate siya based dun sa tamang price ng materials na gagamitin nyo.
Kaya po yung mga presyong ibinaba, kailangan po yan i-apply sa program of work.
Of course, siya namang dapat. Again, yung program of work mo is based on the materials, the number of quantity of the materials that you will use, and kung ano man yung tamang cost ng quantity na yun is dapat tama pa rin. So, pag binawasan mo ba yung cost ng materials mo, mababawasan yung quantity na gagamitin nyo for your project?
Ng iba't ibang proyekto, roughly totaling 10,000 projects. Pagkatapos po baguhin ng POW,
Ulit.
may mas maraming graba ang gagamitin. Nangan pong gawin ng DPWH, iisa-isahin ang lahat ng proyekto.
Okay, na base sa tamang cost ng materials.
Dahil ang bawat proyekto po, iba-iba yan.
Of course.
Merong mas maraming simento ang gagamitin.
Okay, which is times nung kung ano yung cost per semento. Na tamang cost per semento. Okay, mas marami sa Cavite, mas marami sa Palawan. Kunyari 10 sa Cavite, 20 sa Palawan. Okay, hindi sila pareho, hindi sila equal, pero yung cost nun should be based on the right cost of the materials, 'di ba? Per project kumbaga. Okay?
Merong mas maraming bakal ang gagamitin, may
Okay.
mas maraming graba ang gagamitin.
Okay.
Depende po yan dun sa program of work.
Okay.
At bawat proyekto po ay iba-iba ang program of work.
Okay.
Kaya po
Okay.
yung mga presyong ibinaba, kailangan po yan i-apply sa program of work.
Okay. So, yung presyong binaba nyo ba is based on the location, geographic location, kung nasan yung project na yon, which I think should be. Kasi may nagsasabing, iba yung presyo ng graba sa ganto, sa ganyan, sa ganon, sa ganyan. Then, dapat doon nyo binase yung project nyo, diba? And then again, babalik sa, ano ba yung tamang cost ng graba doon sa lugar na yon? Di dapat yun yung kasama doon sa program of work na nandun for that project, for that place.
Ng iba't ibang proyekto, roughly totaling 10,000 projects.
Okay?
Pagkatapos po baguhin ng POW, ang pagbabago ngayon dun sa presyo ay i-reflect na sa bagong approved budget of contract.
Okay, which is, kumbaga, naka-custom made, custom cost per project yung budget. Cause, ni-review nila isa-isa, di ba? Per project. Ni-review nila isa-isa per project. So, okay, and then, kung ano man yung cost nun or yung changes dun sa program of work, then yun yung isa-submit sa ABC. Approved Budget for Contract.
Yung ABC.
Okay?
Kapag po nabawas na yon, bababa po ang ABC. Depende sa laki ng binaba ng presyo, depende kung saan. Tama po si Congressman Alvarez na depende sa lugar, depende. Depende ang presyo ng simento, ng aggregate, ng graba, ng buhangin, ng asfalto, depende sa lugar. So kailangan po yan iisa-isahin. At
Okay, so hindi nyo ba doon binase yung CMPD nyo? So, ano yung tamang presyo na sinasabi nyo?
kapag po nababa na yung ABC, yung approved budget of contract, ito na po ang magiging bagong budget.
Okay.
At ito na po ang ipapublish ngayon para ipabid at iprocure ng DPWH. Yan po ang proseso.
Okay.
So ito lang po ang gusto namin ipaliwanag.
Okay.
Ngayon po, gusto ko pong magpakita ng mga example ng mga proyekto nandun sa isa sa mga 10,000 proyektong naapektuhan nung pagbaba ng Senate dun sa mga project costs. At dito po makikita natin na hindi po talaga nating pwedeng ibaba na lang ng basta-basta across the board.
Okay. Di ba't hindi nyo diniscuss yan nung hearing?
Oh, and next slide, please.
Nung mga hearings nyo, may ganyan pala.
These are projects, for example, for asphalting in Region 4B and Region 7. In the GAB, in the House version, the budget was 41 million pesos.
Oh my God, Matt! Magmamat! Oh my God! Hi, Bombi! Kaya nagbabas yung Congress sa budget nila. DPWH acknowledges and sincerely apologizes for the insufficient initial data submitted to the Committee on Finance regarding Teka lang. Regarding sana regarding the application. Oh, Chibi! So din, oh, ayan ang resulta ng trabaho nila. Kaya dito rin ako na parang, paano nyo ba ginagawa yung budgets nyo? Sen Loren. Yung comment ni Sen Loren, matuto sila gawa ng budget. But I understand. it's a difficult job to do, thing to do. Lacking. Oh, then that's the repercussion of submitting something na hindi kompleto. Just for the sake. So, dito ngayon nagre-reflect talaga yung kung paano sila magtrabaho ngayon sa government. So, okay. Diyos ko, numbers. Iintindihin natin yung numbers. Okay? Balik-balik.
and Region 7.
Mhm.
In the GAB, in the House version, the budget was 41 million pesos. In the third reading Senate version, it was cut to 12.9, roughly 13 million pesos. Roughly by 68%. And I understand, naintindihan ko po kung saan nanggaling yung 68%. Dahil po para sa asfalto at sa Region 4B, yun pong pinadala nating adjustment factor sa Senate Finance Committee ay 68%. So, ang ginawa po ng Senate is yung pong budget ay kinat ng 68%. No? So, naiintindihan ko po yun. Pero kung gagawin po natin yung paraan na ang ikakat lang ay yung materyales. Remember po, ang materyales ay parte lang po ng cost ng isang project.
Mm.
Materyales, labor, equipment, at syempre kailangan din po ng contractor's profit, no, which is roughly about 8 to 10%. So, if we apply po yung 68% sa materials only, ang kalalabasan po ay 23% reduction or yung pong 41, bababa po ng 31.5 million. Which means po, meron pong 18 million na mawawala sa pondo ng proyektong ito. At dahil dun po, mahirap na pong i-implement yung proyektong yon.
Okay, question number 1. Yung right cost ng materials, hindi nyo ba in-incorporate doon yung percentage ng reduction na gagawin ng Senate? Or hindi outright given yung percentage ng i-reduce nila? Kasi depende yon sa kung ilang percentage yung feel nilang ibawas. Kasi babalik ako doon sa iniisip ko na if you've given the right cost doon sa budget nyo, then dapat si Senate or si House, hindi na sila magbabawas. Because ang assumption is yun yung tamang cost ng project o ng materyales. Hindi na siya overpriced. Ulit na no? Chibi. Ayan, help me. Yung sinabi niya kasi kanina, parang sa Senate, may automatic na 68% reduction na ina-apply across board. So, if yung 68% na yon i-apply sa materyales, then having the right amount of yung cost ng material, tas binawasan mo pa ng 68%, edi underpriced ka na nga. So, underfunded ka na nga. So, may chance nga na, tawag dito, may chance na hindi nga ma-implement ng tama yung project mo. So, ang question ko is, yung reduction ba sa Senate is parang a given factor na meron siya talagang ibabawas na 68% sa budget na sinubmit mo? Or is that percentage relative? A relative percentage, depende kung anong bet ni Senate ibawas. Kasi, kung hindi naman siya outright given, then, parang may heads up dapat si Senate or si House na wag na kayong magbawas kasi this is the correct amount na ng materials. Yung 68% ata na tinutukoy ay dahil doon sa insufficient na data na nasubmit. Parang wala siyang nasabi. Ulitin natin yung explanation niya dito sa example niya. Ay, ang layo. Wait up. Kailangan ko nang matulog.
Yun. Pero kung gagawin po natin yung paraan na ang ikakat lang ay yung material
Wait.
Hindi.
Balik. Okay.
reading Senate version, it was cut to 12.9, roughly 13 million pesos. Cut
Umpisa,
regions,
ulit.
For example, for asphalting in Region 4B and Region 7. In the GAB, in the House version, the budget was 41 million pesos. In the third reading Senate version, it was cut to 12.9, roughly 13 million pesos. Roughly by 68%. And I understand, naintindihan ko po kung saan nanggaling yung 68%. Dahil po para sa asfalto at sa Region 4B, yun pong pinadala nating adjustment factor sa Senate Finance Committee ay 68%. Roughly by 68%. And I understand, naintindihan ko po kung saan nanggaling yung 68%. Dahil po para sa asfalto at sa Region 4B, yun pong pinadala nating adjustment factor sa Senate Finance Committee ay 68%. So, ang ginawa po ng Senate is yung pong budget ay kinat ng 68%.
So, Chibi, kasalanan niya. Tama ba? Kasalanan niya. Kasi yun ang naging basis ng Senate. Toktokan to. Pabida-bida kapag nag-reduce ka, na magkakos pala ng problema, Sec Vince eh. Para ka namang ano eh. Nang aano ka eh. Kaya gagalit si ano eh. Si Sen Aini tsaka si sino to? Sen Loren eh. Imagine naka third reading yung Senate.
No? So naiintindihan ko po yun. Pero kung gagawin po natin yung paraan na ang ikakat lang ay yung materyales. Remember po, ang materyales ay parte lang po ng cost ng isang project.
Okay.
Materyales, labor, equipment, at syempre kailangan din po ng contractor's profit, no, which is roughly about 8 to 10%. So, if we apply po yung 68% sa materials only, ang kalalabasan po ay 23% reduction or yung pong 41, bababa po ng 31.5 million. Which means po, meron pong 18 million na mawawala sa pondo ng proyektong ito.
Oh, Matt. Teka lang. Matt! Oh my God! Kailangan ko maintindihan to. Yung variance dito, yan yung nabawas na amount for the supposed materials ng project. All because sa negligence niya. Oo nga eh! Alam mo yung nag-grandstanding ka ng malala tas hindi mo inayos yung pag-review ng budget nyo. Yun yung nakakaasar dito eh. Kaya tuloy mahirap intindihin to ng simpleng mamamayan na gaya ko, na maarte lang. Hindi naintindihan ng math. So, okay, kumbaga, anong materialis na yung makukuha mo? Hindi malayong kumuha ka ng substandard na materials dito kasi sa materialis ka nagbawas ng ano ng reduction yung base cost ng materials mo yun na yung tamang cost ng material. Ba naman, Sec Vince? Ano ba naman?
At dahil dun po, mahirap na pong i-implement yung proyektong yon. So, on the other hand, meron din naman po na proyekto na baliktad naman. Asphalt overlay din po ito sa Region 7. Ang original price po ay 25.54. Pero dahil nga po ang average factor sa Region 7 ay minus 3% lang, ang cut lang po ng Senate ay from 25 to 2.4 million, roughly 1 million lang po ang naging cut ng Senate. But if we apply the factor for that specific project given the program of work, it is actually higher. It is not 3%, but is actually minus 37%. So meron pong additional savings doon.
Teka, paano nagkaroon ng savings doon? What? Mat talaga eh, no? Hello, Enzo Migi. I think nag-work around si Secbin sa reduced budget. Sinubukan niya ulit i-reduce yung CMPD pero hindi talaga kaya. O nga eh. Wait. Bakit iba yung formula ngayon? Oh! Ay, hirap intindihin. Ay, nakakaiyak to. Hindi ko magets yung slide niya. Chibi, mag-usap tayo. Explain. Turuan mo ako ng math. Okay, continue.
No? If I can go further, no? This is for asphalt overlay. Concrete road construction. Ganun din po, no? Sa Region 2 naman. 90 million po. Ang reduction po was 15% because that was the adjustment factor for Region 2 for cement, etc. Ang naging cut po ng Senate was from 90 million to 76.5 million, a reduction of 15%. But again, if we follow the process and only reduce in the price of materials, the cut is only 6%. So, although ito po hindi masyadong mataas, pero meron din pong impacto sa implementability ng proyekto.
Wait.
But at the same time, sa Region 4B naman, dahil 4% lang po yung yung aming adjustment factor for 4B in general. And 4B po is very special, no? Kasi kahit isang region po yan, iba-iba pong isla yan. Iba-iba po ang sitwasyon sa Palawan, sa Mindoro, sa Romblon, sa Marinduque. Iba-iba po yan. No? Kaya mahirap pong mag-cut lang based sa adjustment factor for that region. So if we apply the adjustment factor in prices, actually, mas malaki po dapat yung cut. Instead of just 4%, it is actually 17%. So,
Explain this. Mas malaki yung ni-reduce mo when you apply yung ano yan, paano ka nagkaroon ng variance plus additional savings? The math is not mathing for a math ignorant person like me.
Example is 10, right?
I'm not getting this. Mali eh. Mali. Ang gulo nung slide. Ang gulo nung slide. Mali. Kasi, look. 90 million nag-reduce ng 15%. So, nag-reduce yung Senate ng 15%. So, 76 siya. Tapos, may sinasabi siyang ina-apply na sa materials lang ia-apply. So, pag in-apply yun sa materials lang, ang lalabas is 6% lang yung ni-reduce. So, from 90, since sa materials lang sila nag-reduce, down to 84 yung magiging actual budget. So, may kulang kang... Bakit 8 million? Minus 6%. 84. So, more or less, 5 million yung variance. Bakit 8 million yung kanya? God, hindi ako marunong gumamit ng calculator pag ganito. 84. 563. 222.59. So, ang variance is 5,436 from 90 million to 84.5 million na actual POW. Bakit 8 million yung kanya? What's happening here? Hi, Journey to Understanding. Good afternoon. Math, kaya nga nagme-makeup na lang ako eh. I cannot math. Tapos, yung 55.7 M na nag-reduce ng 4% down to 53 million. Pag na-implement yung 4% na reduction sa materyales lang, bakit naging 17% yung reduction? Tapos savings. May, ano ba? May something dito. Okay, mag-explain ka pa. Basta feeling ko talaga sugar-coated tong ano na to eh. Eme na to eh.
May additional savings po na 7 million. So, Mr. Chairman, Madam Chair, yun lang naman po ang gusto naming ipaliwanag. Kaya po kami naniniwala sa DPWH na dapat po ang eksekutibo na ang mag-apply ng mga pagbabago sa presyo. Dahil po yung proseso na ginagawa ng DPWH ay nandyan na. May proseso po tayo para i-apply yung mga reduction. At ito po, mamiminimize natin yung risk na magiging unimplementable or inviable yung proyekto. Pero po, ito po, panghuli ko na lang pong sasabihin ito. Naiintindihan ko po at naiintindihan din po ng Pangulo yung pag-aalinlangan. DPWH has practically zero trust sa ating mga kababayan. And naiintindihan ko po na mukhang mahirap po kaming pagkatiwalaan. Naiintindihan ko po yan.
Hindi lang pagkatiwalaan, mahirap ka rin intindihin. Mahirap mo rin intindihin, DPWH.
No, na baka pag yan ibinalik sa versions ng HGAB at sasabihin kami na lang ang gagawa ng pagbaba, naiintindihan ko po na, na hindi kami pagkakatiwalaan na gagawin namin ito. Kaya po, naglabas po ako mismo ng department order, which again has never been done, mandating all regional directors, all district engineers to implement this strictly. At kung hindi po ito implement, we will not authorize the procurement of these projects.
Iba ba yung intindi ko ng implementation and procurement? Kasi, paano ka makakapag-implement kung hindi ka nag-procure? So, kung hindi mo siya i-approve for procurement, paano sila makakapag-implement? Tama ba yung pagkakasabi niya?
We will not authorize the project mandating all regional directors, all district engineers to implement this strictly. At kung hindi po ito implement, we will not authorize the procurement of these projects.
Paki-explain nga kung paano mangyayari yun. Oh my God. Pag imamatan ka, tapos may slide na yung table, hindi mo maintindihan kung paano sila nag-compute, tapos ngayon, ganyan. There's a mandate to follow this strictly, otherwise, hindi i-approve yung procurement for this project. So, paano ka mag-i-implement ng project na hindi approve yung procurement ng materials or everything of that project? Hindi ko naiintindihan, forgive my ignorance.
And if they do not implement it, yan po ay may kaakibat na mga penalty, both administrative and possibly even criminal. Ginagay po namin yon, and we have given copies of the department order I signed to the members of the Bicameral Conference Committee.
So wait, anong kailangan mo for the implementation para i-approve mo yung procurement ng kailangan nila to implement that project? Magsasign sila ng promise na i-implement nila yon. Hirapan akong intindihin ka, DPWH. Ano ba? Tapos, pag hindi mo nagawa, may penalty ka pa, no? Mapipinalize ka pa. Pag hindi mo nasundan. Paano yun?
Yun po ang gagawin namin. Alam ko po, mahirap ko po kaming pagkatiwalaan.
At mahirap ka rin intindihin.
Pero yun po ang hinihiling namin sa inyo ngayon. And obviously, with Congress's oversight function, anytime po, pwede nyo po kaming i-check kung ito po talaga ay ginagawa namin. Lalong-lalo na po, nag-launch na po ng ating Pangulo ang transparency portal ng DPWH.
Sugar coating ulit.
Meron po doon live streaming ng lahat ng mga bids. Makikita nyo po doon, pag pinablish po, mako-compare nyo po, binababa talaga ng DPWH ang cost ng mga proyektong ito.
What? Live streaming ng mga bids? Ng bidding? Okay.
At kung hindi po namin binaba, patawag niyo po kami. Pero ako po, sinasabi ko po sa inyo, I will not allow it. We will not allow it po. Under the department order, we will not allow it.
You will not allow what? You will not allow what? Can you be clearer? Ang daming parang hindi malinaw.
Yan po talaga, kailangan naming i-aproba bago yan i-publish for bidding. Kahit na po magdagdag tayo ng step sa pagpo-procure ng mga proyektong ito, it's worth it to ensure that these projects are implemented with the right prices that we have already prescribed.
Implemented with the right process?
Kahit na po magdagdag tayo ng step sa pagpo-procure ng mga proyektong ito, it's worth it to ensure that these projects are implemented with the right prices that we have already prescribed.
The right prices, okay. Yung problema mo na nga, basis nung POW mo, right prices, tapos may reduction. But parang wala kang ginawang safeguard to. Safeguard na to make the Senate and the House understand or yung implementation ng mga reduction nyo. Knowing may mga ganon. Na kailangan mo pang mag-request ng ganyan sa huli.
So with that po, Mr. Chairman, Madam Chair, honorable members of the Bicameral Conference Committee, uulitin ko po, inutos po ng Pangulo na gawin natin ito. This has never been done before. And we will never renege on the promise of the President and the instructions of the President to reform DPWH. And we will never bring back the prices to where they were before. Dahil nga po, alam naman po nating lahat at alam po ng buong Pilipinas na matagal nang overpriced ang presyo ng DPWH.
Maybe that is the reason why. dapat di niya iaalaw yung bidding, ambiguous statement. Yeah, di ba? Hindi malinaw kung ano yung hindi iaalaw. Kung complete yung supporting docs na sinamit, okay pa sana. Yes, I mean, if let's say, from the supporting documents na sinasabi mo, Chibi, no, na sinabmit niya, doon yung magiging basis ng reduction na gagawin ng both houses, then dapat, yun nga, dapat kumpleto yung supporting docs niya. Alam niyang ganun ang mangyayari. Nakakaano naman eh. Tapos ngayon, pagdating sa BICAM, ganyan, meron kang, di ba, that's really how the people are going to interpret it. Kasi, ang dami mong statements na bababaan yung presyo to the right price, ganyan-ganyan, to eliminate corruption, meron palang dadaan ng proseso, yung proseso nyo dyan sa DPWH. Then, during the hearings, dapat nilaban mo yun na hanggat maaari, wag na silang mag-reduce or dapat kinumpleto mo yung documents mo na magiging basis nga nung both houses. Knowing na dun sila magbe-base ng approvals nila. So, tapos, I don't know, yung sinabi ko kanina na may na-notice ako dito, kung makailang beses niyang sinabing it's from the president, it's the instruction of the president, blah, 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 blah. So, parang ano to, Poncio Pilato ba to? Naghuhugas ka ng kamay, Sec Vince. The effort that you're doing is utos ng presidente. I mean,
Maraming salamat po.
okay, maraming salamat din sa slides mo na kailangan kong balikan later on. Baka mapanaginipan ko pa siya mamaya. But anyway, I am going to cut this short here. So, I'll watch yung succeeding, no? I just wanted to capture yung yangang moment niya na yan na supposedly hindi naman dapat, pero pinagbigyan siya. And nahilo ako dun sa explanation niya. Gusto niyang ipilabas na wala siyang personal interest sa pagbabalik ng budget. Yun nga eh, you notice, di ba? Umpisa pa lang may disclaimer na siya na it's very important to know na ito ay utos ni PBBM, di ba? Paulit-ulit. So parang ano yan, kitang-kita sa'yo, Sec Vince, na pinagtanggol mo yung gustong mangyari ng presidente na at this point is sounding and is looking very questionable for near mamamayan. Kasi hindi maintindihan ng simpleng explanation lang eh. Although I know it's very complicated kung paano kayo nagka-come up ng budgeting nyo for each and every government department. But kayo kasi yung yung putok na issue this year. And then makakarinig kami ng ganyan na good thing meron ng live streaming ng BICAM. At least nagiging aware yung mga kagaya ko na mamamayan about this. Pero very sugar-coated what you're trying to explain here dun sa request mo. Wala nang time to deliberate yung slide na pinakita mo because that should have been done during the hearings. Knowing na meron kayong susunod kayo sa proseso nyo, kinailangan mo pang maglabas ng mandate na hindi maintindihan yung mandate mo kung paano sila magi-implement kung hindi ma-approve yung procurement. Na kailangan mo nang i-ensure nung local government, tama ba? Na susundin nila para ma-approve mo yung procurement ng projects nila. Pakagulo, hindi ko maintindihan. But somebody please explain this. Please explain what's happening here. Pero, yun. I guess what I'm trying to say is, medyo nawalan or nabawasan yung pagkabilib ko kay Sec Vince and what he's trying to do by doing this. Yan. Tapos yun nga, thanks Chibi for helping me try to understand. Yung palang may mga supporting documents siya. And now here, ang takeaway ko dito is yan yung resulta ng mga tao within the department kung paano sila magtrabaho within the department dyan sa government. Na kumbaga, nagko-culminate siya sa mga ganitong committee hearings or BICAM, something, something, something. And it's good na na live stream siya. So us people are made aware na ganyan nila gawin yung budget and ganyan sila magtrabaho. Napakagulo. Na sa mga simpleng mamamayan na nagtatrabaho ng maayos, 'di ba? We go through every day, day in, day out sa mga, let's say, proposals natin, sa mga reportings natin. We all know kung gaano kahirap yung ganon. Tapos we have people in the government na parang very lax lang magtrabaho, knowing yung kung anong ginagawa nilang pagtatrabaho dyan sa mga government agencies na yan would affect all of us dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? So, I think added reason to take into consideration come election time. So, yan. Thank you so much. Ugaliin nating manood ng mga ganito. And let's keep on demanding for our government's transparency. And let's make them really accountable dun sa mga ginagawa nila. Let's start asking questions. Kasi hindi biro yung mga nawawala. At hindi biro yung mga pinagagagawa nila. At hindi rin biro kung paano sila mag-explain sa atin ng pagkagulo-gulo, trying to cover up something or whatnot, di ba? Yun. So anyway, it's time for me to sleep. Overtime na ako ng ilang oras. And, running time ko talaga average 1 hour and 30 minutes eh. So yun lang guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your input, Chibi. And to my 5 million viewers right now, thank you so much for spending 1 hour and 30 minutes of your time with me. Let's keep track on what's going on sa government natin. Okay? Have a happy life. Smile always. Bye. Oh, by the way, Enigma. Very good.